Hello everyone, welcome to another weekly video. I am sorry, but I forgot to make one last week, so I guess maybe I'll make two today, or I'll just stick to one. I don't know yet, but here is one for now. And I want to talk to you about living in the moment and how we seem to not be doing that all that much. Because we seem to be living for other people quite a lot. And I came to realize this in a conversation with one of my clients. And what I want to talk to you about specifically is our pictures. We take so many pictures of random things, right? When we're at an event, we take pictures, we make videos, and we don't make one or two. We tend to make a lot. And I wonder how many of those pictures and videos we actually make for ourselves. Because if you make a photo or video for yourself, you usually have like one or two or three just to capture the moment and to reminisce. But we tend to take a lot more. We tend to want to make like the picture as good as possible, as special as possible to put on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or wherever. And I know not all of you are like that, but I also know a lot of you are. And I know I can be. And that made me realize that I am not at that moment actually enjoying the moment for me. I am trying to take the best picture or to be able to take like to make enough pictures and videos to select the best one to show others. And these other people, they don't even know me that well. I don't personally know all of them. I genuinely could care less about what they think about me. And yet, I am taking all these pictures, filling up my phone's memory for these strangers. And well, some are friends, and it's nice when they come, and it's nice when they see what I'm up to. But all these other people, like, why? And I know why, because it is addictive. It is addictive to have people comment on your pictures. And if you don't post them, you're like, well, maybe I apparently I don't have a life. And that's confronting. And when you post stuff and people are replying to it, it gives you little shots of dopamine and you feel happy and you want to do it again. So it does make sense that we do it. It's just not particularly healthy because here's the thing. If I am going to an event and I am recording it for others to like, that means that I'm constantly trying to take the best picture, choose the best angle, and do all that. And I'm not actually enjoying the moment. I am not experiencing the experience. I am not in the situation. Sorry about that. I am I am living for someone else whilst I'm experiencing something potentially amazing and I'm missing a giant part of it because I am trying to make the perfect picture for someone who I don't even really care about. And realizing that just kind of made me stop and think for a moment. Oh, look, I have a ghost. I don't. It's just, I didn't close the door properly. Or I do have a ghost, which has now said hello. Well, that. You know what? I'm just going to put this under it. There we go. Now it's not open here. There's a little pillow there, and I just put it in front of it. Why? Because I don't feel like doing this again. So, yeah, welcome to my random world, people. But yeah, living in the moment, right? Actually being with the experience. actually dealing with reality as it is and just being there for you, not for anyone else. And I know that there is an entire generation that came after me who are actually now like recording their entire lives. I kid you not, this genuinely happened. I was at a wedding several years ago, and there were these two girls taking selfies. And I don't mean a few. No, they were taking the same selfie at least 100 times. And in the meantime, the wedding, the actual event, happened behind them. So that is how far that got. They missed the entire thing because they were making the perfect one selfie over 100 times, and they couldn't care less about what was actually happening. And that legit happened. And I said, would you like me to take a picture of you? So that, no, 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 we're going with the selfie because they need that image on Instagram and they need it to be perfect because apparently they completely live for other people. I mean, most of us, when we are in our experience, we still have some sense of, okay, gotta look around, gotta, actually take this in. And then we think, hey, this is cool, I want to share it. And then we start taking the pictures and we get lost in that. But for some people, it is all about doing all that for others. And I'm like, why? Why would you spend your entire life literally posing and staging for strangers when you are in fact missing the beauty of it? I mean, what do you think is going to happen when you die, when you're old and gray, hopefully, and you're on your deathbed and you reminisce about your life and you can remember fuck all because all you took was pictures for others? How sad are you going to be then? I mean, that is just, I'm sorry, that's the reality we're going towards. And these are the same people who, if you give them feedback on how they are or what they do, they get offended because they never look inside, because they don't even know how to experience the life they're living. So, how can they experience their inner world, right? All they care about is what complete strangers think of them. And that is crazy. But how are you going to care about what people think of you if you don't know what you think about yourself? If you don't know who you are, how you function, if you cannot take criticism, if you cannot take advice, if you cannot reflect on your actions and on your life, and if you cannot be in your life, actually be there. I mean, it is insane when you think about it. And there's an entire generation doing that right now. And I know not everyone, but we all know a lot of people do. These are going to be the most shallow, sad, and pathetic people in the world ever. And they are going to be depressed and sad, and they're going to need a lot of help to figure out who they are at a much later age. That's just my prediction. But we'll see, I guess. But, it's, like I said, we all do it. At least a lot of us do. And it is a good thing to realize because the second you realize, you can actually make a choice. Like if I'm at an event now, since I've realized that, when I'm at an event, I'm like, okay, I want to take a picture. Am I taking this picture for me or because I want to show others? And if I'm thinking about the second one, I may choose not to do it. And if I'm thinking I'm taking a picture for me, then one, two, or three pictures will suffice. But here's the weird thing, right? When I was young, the worst thing someone could do, and not family, but like friends and acquaintances, is when you are at their home, they would take the picture album and they would browse to it and show you all the pictures of their holiday. And you could care fuck all about all the pictures of their holiday because you weren't there. They were their pictures, their experiences, and the pictures with the people on it. They were fun. But they took a picture of a cathedral and you thought, great, but that is your experience. You took that specific picture because it meant something to you. It means nothing to me, but I'm glad you had a good time. Now, can we please go back to the tea and cookies and the conversation that I'm here for? Because back then you had this camera and you took a picture and you had like, I don't know, 25 or 50 pictures that you could take. And you could take one or maybe two, and then you would have to actually get the little roll out and get it developed, and then you would get it back, and then you would have to hope that your favorite pictures actually worked. And then you took your favorite ones and put them in the album, and it was all for you. It was your memories, your special experiences that you wanted to capture. And you wanted to take the time to put them in an album. And you really, really had to consider I only have this many pictures left. What do I want to spend it on? And you had to wait for the thing to develop and all that. It was, if there was a level of magic in the simplicity and in the process because you had to really consider the amount of pictures you were going to take and what was really important to you. And this part of life has completely left us. So it is so important, I think, to kind of try to recapture that, to just be in the moment again, to just experience your life for you. And if you're gonna take a picture, if you're gonna make a video, realize that it is your experience. Do you want to take this picture for you? Or do you want to take this picture for someone else? And if you want to live your life for other people, have fun. But please realize that you are missing out on your own life. And yeah, it's a choice. But please make it a conscious one. Because you don't want to look back at your life and realize that you've missed it. Because that's just really, really sad. Anyway, there's that. So that's the very depressing video of today. That's just a little advice. So, yeah, that. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. I hope you all have a lovely week and see you in the next video. Bye.